So we're out here today with Melissa Renee. She's going to take us on a little trip of her childhood, where she grew up. Tell us where you're going to take us.
Okay, so today, you guys, I am going to take you back a little bit. We're going to go to the neighborhood where when I first moved to Las Vegas, where I used to live. I don't know, for some reason, everybody just seems to think that I was just rich and had all this good shit going on all my life. Not that I had, a bad situation, but I'm going to take you guys back there. We're also going to go over to where I met Floyd. I'm just going to take you guys on a little journey today. We're just going to have a little bit of fun, take the seriousness out of everything. So come on, y'all. Hope you enjoy the ride. Okay, so basically where we're at right now, you guys, is it's like when I first moved to Vegas. My brother and I used to go to school over this way. Hated this damn neighborhood. Couldn't stand it. When I first got over here, me and my brother used to always be like, we want to go home. And my dad be like, this is home. So right in this area over here, I believe where it says the Seagull Suites, yep, this is where I used to live at. But at that time, it was called the Falls. Right over here, yep. It was called the Falls. Shit looked nice, right? Till you open the motherfucking gates. Shit. There's stuff popping off all the time, this whole little area. So basically, we lived there for about maybe less than a year. And then we moved right up here down the street where I'm about to take you guys. Boys and Girls Club. One of my best friends, she used to live right here. Her name's Mashika. She used to live right here. I used to walk over to her house all the time. And I live right next door where these apartments are right here. These, I think they're still called the same shit. I don't even remember what these apartments were called. But when I tell you, it used to go down. Like this whole area, you guys want to know what this area is called? This area is called Crack Alley. Believe it or not. It's where I used to live. Look at this. These apartments right here, I remember all of that. This 7-Eleven right here on the corner, we got a knife pulled on us. We were walking, there was a pizza spot. It's probably still right over there. There's a pizza spot over there. And we got a pizza late at night, like almost midnight. And we were walking back, and this dude just walked up on us and pulled a knife out. We took the fuck off. Scary shit.
So tell us what year you moved to Las Vegas and what made you come to Las Vegas from St. Louis.
I moved to Vegas in '93 from St. Louis. Of course, I didn't have any choice. My parents, they wanted to move. They wanted to move out of St. Louis, and they were like, it's either going to be Las Vegas or Miami, because my dad had been stationed. He was in the Air Force. My dad had been stationed in both places before, so they knew that they liked, Las Vegas and they liked Miami. And I don't know, their final pick was, so this right here, Orr Middle School, is the middle school that I ended up going to when I lived out here. So many good memories, I swear. Like, I had so much fun at this school. I'll never forget, it was this dude named Ken. He slapped me on my leg so hard one day that his handprint was on my leg. And when I say, I believe it was like my science teacher or something. I went into class, the bell rang, and he was like, Melissa, what is that on your leg? Why is your leg so red? I was like, oh, nothing. He was like, oh, yeah, something. There's a handprint on your leg. I'm like, ah. So anyways, he didn't get in any trouble because I tried not to snitch on him. But I was like, oh, me and Ken was playing around. But yeah, I have so many memories at that school. It was so much fun. Okay, so let me tell y'all what significance this little area has right here. Right down here, I had the whole, I ain't gonna say whole entire school, but it was so many kids that followed me because I fought this girl after school one day, and we fought right over here, right down here. Like I can remember it like it was yesterday. And a whole bunch of kids was down here, and we was scrapping. I was bad, I ain't even gonna lie, I've been through some stuff. But I'm a good girl now. Yep, so the final spot that they picked was Vegas. Ever since, can we please, I don't care, for the record, look at this dude. No, him right here. What is that?
We had a little disruption back there, but back to where we left off. So tell us a little bit about this neighborhood.
So this area right here, Spring Mountain and Jones. We didn't even call it nothing else but Spring Mountain and Jones. This is the area. This is my real, true stomping grounds. I loved it over here. We lived here for like 6 years in these apartments right over here called Century Meadows. And the person behind the camera, you guys, right now, she also lived over here. This is actually where we met, was over here. I remember coming through this gate right over here on Meadow Vista Lane. 6153, I'll never forget it. Look, right here. See it? 6153. That carport, I remember all that. I lived right there. They still got the same numbers on that mailbox. Look at that. See the mailbox? This is where I used to live, y'all. This was my little spot. My room was right, see those 2 windows? Kind of above where this black Mercedes truck is. That was my room right there. And that's my brother's room. Okay, so let me tell you guys about Twain Street. Now, of course, everybody knows I was a teen mom. I got pregnant with my son when we was actually living in those apartments. I was going to high school. And anyways, when I got pregnant with my son, I had to end up dropping out and I had to work. So I used to work up the street at this place called Club Funtime Pizza. But I used to have to walk down Twain every day to go to work. And I don't know what it was, y'all, but there was this house that had a flock of birds that used to be on the roof. And I do not like birds. I'm not like afraid of them like that, but I just don't like them. And every time I would walk down this street, as soon as I got to that house, it was like those birds knew like that I didn't like birds. Cause they would fuck with me. They would fly off the fucking house the minute I walked past, until I got smart one day and I started walking on the other side. Drive by so you could see the flock of birds, but I don't think they were there. If I was out the car walking, they'd probably be there. But I'm gonna show you guys where I used to work at. I know it's closed down now, but we could still swing over there where I used to work at. Mind you, 16 years old, pregnant, going to work every day because my parents had to work to take care of my brother and myself, so I had to do what I had to do. It's definitely, you know, a life learned experience. So basically, the place I used to work at, Club Funtime, was located right here where this Dollar Tree is. It was almost similar to like a Chuck E. Cheese, and that's where I used to work at. Not Dollar Tree, but Club Funtime Pizza. I used to also work across the street at Target, and right across the street from there, I used to work at, they used to have a Kmart over there. That Kmart isn't located over there, but if you look right over to your right, you can see a little bit part of Target. See it over there? Yep. I used to work at that Target too. And I'll never forget, you guys. If you guys ever look on my Instagram, it's a lady named Ann. And Ann has been knowing me since I was 16 working at Kmart. She came in one day and she said, "Oh, honey," she was like, "You is cute." She said, "You got a boyfriend?" I said, "Nope." She was like, "Somebody come gonna snatch you right up out of here." I'll never forget that shit. Ann was so funny. And sure enough, she said, "Somebody came and got you." Located where I met Floyd at. Actually, it was like one of these parking spots too where his car was parked at. What happened was I was in the club or the lounge, and one of my friends came up to me and was like, "It's this guy over there with a whole bunch of money that wants to talk to you." So I'm like, "What?" First thing I automatically think is he a pimp? She's like, "I don't know." So I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So they walk me over to him and he's sitting down. He's got his Coogee sweater on, whatever. He's dressed real nice and shit. Cartier glasses. And I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, like, what's your name?" I'm like, "Melissa." I'm like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Shahid." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we talked for a little while, whatever. Then we end up exchanging numbers. So when we left here, he didn't call me for like a week. But when he finally called me, he was like, "Hey, can I speak to Melissa?" I'm like, "This is her." He was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Who is this?" He was like, "This is Floyd." I'm like, "Floyd? Like, who is Floyd?" And he was like, "Weren't you at the lounge the other, a couple weeks ago?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was there." And then he was like, "So who did you meet?" I said, "I ain't meet no Floyd." He's like, "Well, who'd you meet?" I said, "I met a dude named Shahid." And then that's when he was like, "Oh, I was just trying to see if he was paying attention." Boy, if you don't stop with your old crusty. But anyway, so this is the spot where it went down. I actually met Floyd here, and yeah, it was like we were inseparable after that time. Like once he started calling me, started talking to me, oh my God, everywhere he went, I went. But this is where it all went down, y'all. In this parking lot. Not no whoopee though. I used to work there. I worked there till I was 8.5 months pregnant with Ayana. Good old Rio. So many good memories over there too, man.
What did you used to do at the Rio?
I used to be a maid, cleaning 13 rooms a day, flipping mattresses and everything. But again, like I tell people, those are one of my happiest times in my life. With that all the time when I speak and like, you know, tell my story and women's empowerment events and stuff like that. I just let people know like I worked and I had to work hard, but it was a good time in my life, and I always reflect back on that because, you know, it's a part of me. It's who I am, and it made me the woman that I am today. Okay, so basically that was my little journey today. I hope you guys had a good time. I just wanted you guys to get a little bit of background on me and where I come from and just all of that, you know, like a lot of times you guys think you know people and you really don't know. You don't know what they've been through. You know, you kind of just see their Instagram pictures and the fun side of things. And, you know, I just took you guys just, you know, back a little bit with me, and I hope you guys had a good time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next Wednesday.